Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP community. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about everything XRP, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Looking across the board, I'm sure if you watched the H-bar update, the one that went live before the XRP update, you guys are kind of familiar as to what's happening. But if not, if XRP updates are the only ones you watch, you do want to watch this video till the absolute end because it is jam-packed. I'm going to share my personal thoughts as to what's really happening right now. So looking across the board, you're seeing a sea of red. A lot of coins down about 8 to 10%, depending on what coin you're looking at, but you're looking at XRP only down 4.2%. So yet again, holding much better than a lot of other coins. I know some people are going to come out and say, who cares about that? But we care. We care, and this is something that, is worthwhile noting and should not be ignored. So it's down 4.2% over the past 24 hours, while the broader market is down 8 to 10%, depending on what coin you're looking at. And XRP actually is holding better than Bitcoin right now as we speak. Looking at it on the weekly time frame, still up 8.3%, which is of course really nice to see. As far as the price is concerned, going into Wednesday morning, $2.32. We're up 1.2% in Bitcoin compared to, speaks for itself. Market valuation at $133.4 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about $7.6 billion. Before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So, a lot has happened, over the last few hours. Of course, the price of Bitcoin has dropped. But aside from that, this is what I want you guys to be taking a look at, which we're obviously going to come back to, which is, of course, I'm sure at this point, everyone is aware of this. This tweet itself has received 2.3 million views. Brad Garlinghouse has shared, tweet with Stewart, Donald Trump, and of course himself. And it says, great dinner last night with Donald Trump and Stewart, strong start to 2025. Now, let's kind of backtrack a little bit. Actually, we're going to come back to this. I really want to kind of go over what else has happened. We're going to kind of have a discussion on this a little later. So, the entire crypto market has seen over $600 million in liquidations in the last 24 hours. And we're going to kind of touch base on this as well. And look at this, MicroStrategy and BlackRock now holds a combined total of 1,593 Bitcoin worth nearly $100 billion. These institutions are not here, and I've stated this to you guys thousands of times. In my opinion, these institutions are not here for, the short term 12 months. They're not here for the next 6 to 12 months. They're here for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And how can they benefit the most? By, obviously holding as much Bitcoin as possible. As these massive institutions, these major asset managers, the more Bitcoin they hold, the better it is for them and the more control they have. And that's what a lot of people are not realizing. People, focus more on, the short-term gain here and there, but, just completely forget what's really happening on the bigger time scale. And that's not what you want to be forgetting. But moving forward, of course, breaking news today, Ripple integrates Chainlink for RLUSD. Chainlink will improve the RLUSD stablecoin using real-time price data for secure DeFi transactions on Ethereum and XRP ledgers. This is a massive news that not a lot of people are understanding. And moving forward, of course, we kind of have discussed this. You can see Donald Trump says he will work with Congress to cut taxes, slash regulations, raise wages, and boost incomes. And a lot of people within the crypto space are quite excited, even in the traditional finance world, the ones that obviously invest into stocks and stuff. The fact that cut taxes, and again, he hasn't even taken the office yet, and obviously we're going to hear more on that. But there have been hints about a potential, again, hints as of now, that potential decrease for tax for people that are invested in crypto, or crypto companies like Ripple, HBAR, Cardano, that are based out of the US, XLM, could actually pay zero capital gain tax. And again, these things we're going to hear more as time progresses. But let me know your thoughts down below regarding this. But let's kind of go back to this specific image. Now, this image speaks a lot to me, and I'm going to share my personal thoughts with you guys on this. So, of course, we know what Ripple has gone through at this point, right? It's no secret, Ripple has been treated unfairly, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. And now you are looking at Donald Trump and the likes of Stewart and Brad Garlinghouse in one image. And if you kind of backtrack back to November, remember one specific thing that was floating around, and especially that 60-minute interview where, I'm sorry, it wasn't the 60-minute interview, but there was one interview where Brad Garlinghouse was asked, hey, did you meet Donald Trump? And he was like, So now this kind of confirms, hold on, they probably did meet beforehand. And what kind of conversations could they be having? And obviously a lot of rumors were flying around that Donald Trump is going to be working with Brad Garlinghouse. And again, once you see a president of the United States really stepping in and forcing regulation towards crypto industry, and to have the crypto industry become the global hub of the U.S., are we going to see more fairness coming towards the likes of some cases that are similar to the Ripple one? So again, a lot of people are not focusing on that specific component. Remember, we're still sitting at $2.31, and I think the price action that we have seen over the last few days, either insiders know something or there were insiders that were aware that this meeting was going to take place. Hence, you were seeing the price reacting the way it did. But what I'm personally projecting with this thing is I think as he comes into the office and as of course we hear more about that specific case, obviously Ripple goes public. And on top of that, big corporations start working with Ripple, start using the XRP ledger. Again, and the ETF, there's so many potential positive things, major developments that could happen for Ripple, and of course, which can obviously benefit XRP's price in a massive way. So huge thing right here. I'm very, very excited to see this, but let me know your personal thoughts down below, and also let me know if you guys can agree with what I am saying. But let's kind of go back, to the major liquidation. So right now, there's not necessarily a key factor which we can point out to say, hold on, this is the major catalyst behind, the drop that we have seen. I've shared my personal thoughts, on my H-bar update, and I also will say it on this. Obviously, number one, you're seeing the dominance picking up. And again, shouldn't really be a surprise to anyone because Bitcoin has gone below, $100,000. We have seen a little bit of an uptick over the last few hours, but, we have seen about a 6% drop over the last 24 hours for BTC. What my personal projection is, remember, Bitcoin ended up hitting $100,000 for the first time since 2025. I'm sorry, since last, so first time for 2025, 100,000. And more people started getting confident that, this is it, the price of Bitcoin is going to pump up, we're going to see a new all-time high, and over leveraged positions. And remember, when leverage is concerned, there's market makers, there's whales. They're going to come shake out the markets. And that's exactly what happened. The timing, it just makes so much sense to me. And I do believe they came in just to, shake out these over leveraged positions, and we did see a major liquidation. So I'm currently, basing it off of that. In terms of, the upward targets, yes, if we lose the support where we currently are at, a potential of the 23.6 support could still be in play. That does not surprise me at all. And those are some targets you could realistically end up seeing if we don't hold around this support. But, I am very, very optimistic that, I'm very confident that, this is the main factor why you have seen, a major drop. Of course, people are going to point out about uncertainty, high interest rates, not much more interest rate cuts like, people were anticipating. People are not willing to, invest into riskier assets, blah, blah, blah. I don't think anything changes for Bitcoin itself because, I think we speak about once in a lifetime opportunity. What's happening with Bitcoin right now has never happened even in the Bitcoin's history. Go back, I've been in the space for 8 years. I've never seen this much institutional interest, and let alone, government interest that has come towards, these crypto assets. So again, I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity in terms of, and I'm not saying this, it's just once in a lifetime opportunity and you need to get in, or I'm saying it's the people that are already involved. We need to kind of, be optimistic and look at the bigger picture, right? You're looking at governments, the United States of America, is actually focusing and, paying attention to Bitcoin. Like, let that sink in. Major asset managers, that control, the finance world are, paying attention to Bitcoin. So, you kind of put one and one together and really kind of go backtrack over the last 13 years and really see did that ever happen in the history of crypto and Bitcoin? No. So this is where the terminology quote unquote once in a lifetime really comes into play. And again, my personal opinion, do let me know your thoughts down below at the comments down below, and of course that would be appreciated. But of course now at this point we know why the price of XRP has gone down. So let's take a look at XRP's price on the hourly time frame. If you're looking at the price of XRP on the hourly time frame here, it's still holding amazingly, and it's still very, very bullish. Number one, the momentum is still there, and I know some trolls are going to come out and say, what do you mean the momentum is there? We're seeing a retracement. The fact that it's only down 4.5%, it's up 1.2% in Bitcoin comparative, while the broader market is down about 8 to 10%, even some coins down 12-13%. Tells you how much momentum XRP's price really has. But now you're looking at major supports being retested a few hours back. Obviously, if that were not to be holding, a potential of us falling down to the likes of the $2.18 could be still on play. But you need to realize, even if the price of XRP falls down to the $2.07 price point, it's still looking amazing right now. And you guys know, if you follow my channel on a regular day-to-day basis, unbiased updates. These are all unbiased updates. If there was indeed a weakness for the price of XRP, I would not be shy away from telling you guys that, but that's not the case right now. I'm really, really impressed the way it's currently holding. As far as the targets are concerned, 23.6 is still the target that I have my eyes on. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.